Gotta get it, get it.
In all the technology we have, we certainly ran into an audio flub today with the restaurant, but we will certainly make do. But good evening, and welcome to the 25-26 Condors eSports Awards. Woo! Appropriate spot for woos and applause. My name is Zach. Really no formal introductions needed for this room. It's certainly a family affair at this point. It's been a tight varsity knit group that we have here, and it's so nice to see you all. I would like to welcome you, though, to our 5th edition of the Condors eSports Awards. Last year we brought our annual awards ceremony to the Waterloo campus for the first time, and this year we're hosting here in Bloom, one of the crown jewels of this campus site. When I work open house from time to time, getting to talk about the hub, Bloom, and our bake labs, some really cool, unique features that we have to this site, and it's really nice to bring you all in here today. Many thanks to the culinary team that just prepared your meal. It looked like some phenomenal chicken and rice and potatoes, and I'll enjoy that tonight. And shout out to Chef Dan, Daryl, and the entire team that helped put a lovely service together. Thank you for that. Before we continue, though, I would like to start with a brief land acknowledgement. We'll cue that up.
At Conestoga College, we would like to acknowledge that in Kitchener, Waterloo, Cambridge, and Brantford,
we are located on the Holloman Tract, land promised to the Haudenosaunee people of 6 nations, which includes 6 miles on either side of the Grand River.
This is the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, and Neutral peoples.
To recognize the land is an expression of gratitude and appreciation to those whose territory we reside on, and a way of honoring the Indigenous people who have been living and working on the land for thousands of years. Thank you.
Before we get into our formal awards program, a few housekeeping notes to keep the night on track. Hopefully no more audio flubs. I will be hosting your program this evening. Thank you for spending that extra time with me. We'll be supported by Gareth and Kristen, kind of side stage as stagehands supporting with awards, and Antonio and T and Cameron tackling some media for tonight. So just kind of keep that in mind, and thanks to the team. Award presenters and award recipients, when you make your way up to the podium to receive your award or present your award, there's a few tape cues just on the ground. Just helps with overall positioning, placement, cameras, things like that. So just watch out for the tape if you're called up for an award. Award winners and your presenters, please quickly usher yourselves into the lobby for a proper photograph during the program. We'll try to fill the gaps and catch any extra photos after the award show wraps up. But if you're presented an award, Antonio will support you with a quick proper photograph in the hallway. If you need access to a quick washroom, just out these side doors and around the corner. Otherwise, you can use other campus restrooms that you're aware of, but if you're looking for a quick one right there. Tonight's event is also being captured by CCD TV. That is Conestoga's digital TV network. And you'll see a few extra kind of cameras and devices around. That'll be kind of captured, packed up for us in a nice link that you can kind of keep in your files, send along to mom and dad, friends and family, whoever it might be. So not live stream tonight, but we will have a link to distribute at a later date. And you've already got some desserts, but hopefully a bit of coffee and a few cookies kicking around when we wrap up if you want to stick around and mix and mingle for a little bit. But for myself, I've got some time on the mic tonight, getting you all in here and kind of hosting the night's program. I wanted to use the opportunity to personally share some thanks and gratitude before we celebrate you, our student athletes. First, to our student staff. Our student staff really bring the hub, events like these, our media, live streams, academy teams, and creative projects to life every day. It's not lost on me that some of our student athletes who work for us were here helping to set up their own award show for tonight, and that means a lot. Thank you for that. To the staff and leaders at Waterloo campus and to our senior administration team, these are the folks that help continue to support, guide, and allow us to integrate eSports into our college identity. That's something special that we get to do. If you look at something like Waterland, that's a masterclass in kind of campus collaboration and creativity. Think of how we use all those extra boardrooms and breakout spaces to make something fun like Waterland come to life. To our academic partners in the School of Creative Industries and other schools, shout out to Ken for being in the building tonight, eSports faculty and our diploma program that we coordinate with quite often. Thanks for all that you do. Brody as well. Bruno and Darcy and the CCD TV team who help with the media side of the night, thank you for that. To our coaching staff, thanks for all that you do for our student athletes to help them feel prepared, supported, balanced when trying to tackle very busy schedules, blending school, eSports, part-time jobs, some of you with full-time jobs, which blows my mind, and life in general. It's no easy feat, it's late nights, and I appreciate all that you do. Lastly here, to Andrew, our Director of Sport and Recreation, and really my guide of all things Conestoga College. Thank you for your continued guidance, calm demeanor, friendship, and continued trust and support as we continue to carve out our brand of collegiate esports here at Conestoga. I continue to be incredibly proud and excited to work with everyone in this room and with yourself to bring Condors esports to life every day. It was wild, we had a wild night with Valorant. Tough postseason week, start to finish. But when you have folks like Riley Long, Executive Director at NACE, reaching out this morning, they're watching along. They're following our story and keeping up with our teams and, looking to see who's punching through. And I can't thank you guys for the hard work there. But really, when I was preparing tonight's notes, brainstorming a bit of a concept or how I was going to kind of kick off the night, I had to wait for a bit. I needed the right kind of piece that was going to help stitch this together. And the word adapt. Adapt is really what anchored me in tonight. Adapting to your surroundings, circumstances, or the unexpected can truly define your character and how you rise to the occasion. You all do this incredibly well. Constantly adapting to new game patches, new game titles. Like I look at MLB The Show, I look at FIFA, I look at COD. Having to unpack a new game title every 12 months and adapt to that and still rise blows my mind. But shifting strategies and map pools that we saw roll in through the postseason, the never-ending adaptable esports collegiate calendar that we're constantly trying to plan around. It's the definition of a moving target, and you guys have to adapt to that incredibly frequently. There was this one time when we had two of our Valorant players decide to go snowboarding and break a couple wrists, and how a roster has to quickly adapt to what the winter season might look like. Just crazy. Don't brace falls with wrists. I spoke to a few of you before gallivanting to Blue Mountain. I'd say you have all adapted incredibly well to the curveballs that are inevitably thrown at you. Now, when I see all the photos on screen here, it really is a resilient, dynamic, self-aware, and forward-thinking group who have the qualities intact to adapt to whatever their future brings. Whether that's in esports, in your continued academics, your careers, your lives. You truly never know what's around the corner. It's how you react that will define you and inspire your peers, colleagues, and teammates around you. For instance, sometimes you win an award for competing in that favorite video game with your friends, and I still think that's pretty cool. We kicked off Awards Week on Monday with a special live stream segment. Thank you to Brody and the team. That was a phenomenal show to watch and fun putting it together. And we spent Monday night honoring our academy athletes and our academy portfolio. This portfolio really continues to strengthen our competitive ecosystem, fostering community, building depth, and encouraging experimentation and growth across our teams. Creating opportunities for up-and-comers and watching the journey of an academy athlete break into varsity really continues to be some of the favorite things that I get to observe within all that we do in Condors eSports. Saw some really phenomenal examples of that this year. So before we kick off our Varsity Awards tonight, I did want to take a couple opportunities and shout out our winners from the Condors eSports Awards Academy Edition. It took everything in me to not call Monday nights the Academy Awards. Apparently that's been taken by another conglomerate. But Academy Edition fit well. That was a joke. Feel free to cue the laugh. We'll take a slide there, Miss Maddie. First up was our Rising Condor. Congrats and applause for Tyler T. Stubbs. This is a new or younger student athlete who shows strong potential for future competitive impact. This athlete brought enthusiasm, initiative, and a commitment to learning that sets them apart early on. Next up, we had our Breakout Athlete of the Year. Congrats to YG. Simple Brains, an athlete who made a significant leap this season, someone who stepped into a bigger role, exceeded expectations, or emerged as a standout competitor. How about that St. Clair CVAL series? Our Academy Team Lead of the Year. Congrats to Matthew. Our Academy Team Lead who demonstrates leadership, cultivates an inclusive community, and represents Condors eSports above and beyond expectations. Thank you, Matthew. And finally, our Academy Athlete of the Year was awarded to Dina Penko Macdoom. Not in the building tonight, but congrats to Dina. Round of applause. Recognizing an athlete who's consistently demonstrated exceptional skill, dedication, teamwork, leadership throughout their season. This award reflects excellence both in-game and in the Condors community. A wild Monday with Valorant Academy facing off against Humber. A great run in semifinals with NECC, but thanks to Dina and the team. Congrats to all of our Academy winners from this week, and thank you so much to that group. Okay, folks, with that, we're going to kick it kind of right into our first category of Varsity Awards for the night. We're going to move into our Scholastic Awards. I'll welcome Ken Lamb kind of to the front and with our award stagehands to help. Ken is program coordinator and faculty with the School of Creative Industries for our eSports Diploma program. Ken will help out with the presentation of our first series of awards. First up, our Scholar of the Year is presented to a varsity athlete who attained the highest grade point average amongst all athletes using their fall grades. Athletes must participate in a full season of their respective game title. Your nominees are Aiden A.D. Wilson with Rocket League. Round of applause. You can applaud. Victor Canadian Go Valorant. And Mohammed Legends. Your eSports Scholar of the Year is Mo. Impressive 3.89. Somehow crushed everything he did this year. Congrats, Mo. And you guys can jump right into the hallway. Congrats, Mo. Appreciate you, man. We'll take a quick water pop. What's like 8 plus 4.0? Is there something higher than a 4.0 these days? Incredible, 3.8 mag. Meeting Mo, like such a nice, humble dude. One of those like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm like a grandmaster in League of Legends, just like rolling through the hub one day, like this phenomenal computer systems technology student. Just a humble, mature dude, a phenomenal teammate, I can only imagine, just the full package. A great guy to make a friend with, great guy to work with. Mo's been a previous part-time staff member of ours. Congrats, Mo. Of course. Next up, our 25-26 Scholastic Team of the Year. So our Scholastic Team of the Year is presented to the varsity team who attained the highest overall grade point average collectively amongst all athletes using their fall 25 grades. Your nominees are drumroll, Valorant, Rocket League, and League of Legends. Your winner is, with an impressive 3.70 collective average, Varsity. Timmy and Duran Rojas, congrats guys, a phenomenal collective GPA. Feel free to come on up. We do have a Scholastic plaque. Ken can try to help you out with that there. Snag it in the hallway. In a pretty substantial cohort, Bachelors of Computer Science, Civil Engineering, like dense programs. No bird courses, no bartending 101, like phenomenal academics. Very nice work, guys. Feel free to make your way into the hall for a quick photograph.
Where the GPA boosters get us? Where the GPA boosters? Need Adam or people boosting?
Thanks, Ken. Thanks, guys.
It's kind of hard to give it up.
Okay, Scholastic Awards behind us. Moving on to our next category, if you will, our Team Awards. And as we're shifting into Team Awards, really, it's hard to not acknowledge, you look at your core titles, your team-based core titles, but we've been doing something, really unique in our eSports portfolio through Zazzy and through Josh over the last few seasons. You guys as a duo, if you will, have absolutely crushed the competition consecutively. It's really something impressive to see. How you carry yourselves in the classroom, what you've done collectively for the Condors and the reputation that comes with that. You're excelling in and outside the collegiate space and crushing ECAC. I jokingly said to Zazzy in the beginning of the season, I'm like, is it strange that we're seeing a trending decline in competitors in the MLB bracket? Like you're scaring the competition away because they know that you're still in there. And Josh, one of our favorite stories in the Condors portfolio, showing up for recreational FIFA events, surfacing as this, incredible FIFA superstar. Undefeated regular seasons through the winter term right now, both literally buying right into second round of playoffs starting end of this week into next week. Congrats to both of you and good luck in playoffs. Thank you so much, guys. Now, each varsity team tonight will be awarded this evening with a Coach's Award and a Team MVP. So the Coach's Award is provided to an athlete that has been collaborative, inclusive, and a well-rounded teammate that has cultivated a winning and Condor-first team environment. And our MVP award is provided to an athlete who has shown leadership in and out of the game, performed at a high level during the competitive season, and emulates the culture of Varsity Condors eSports. So along with our awards being presented this evening for each of our varsity game titles, we're introducing a new segment, if you will, this year. Each game title will have a student athlete approaching their graduation year take the mic and share some of their thoughts on their time with the Condors, aptly titled Voices of Varsity. Last year, if you were in attendance for our awards program, Timmy Tramp, Kip, Kip's been around the Condors, alumni Hall of Fame, if you will. Kip did a phenomenal job of kind of our first crack at this, what we aptly calling the Valorant Dictorian. When we were building up the program for this event, kind of polling with some student, staff, and athletes, like what points really stood out last year? And it was moments like Kip speaking, and it really got me thinking. It's like we could put so much time and effort into flashy media and getting a night like this together, but hearing from you guys and your experience over the last few years, it really matters more than anything. So thanks to our brave ones taking the mic tonight. But we'll kick off our team awards. First up is going to be our Varsity Rocket League team. Can I welcome Brody to the front to support with our awards presentation for Rocket League tonight?
Oh yeah. Get it. Oh, trying to pick up the plate. Well, that was cyber power shot there, actually.
Right on, join me in congratulating our winners this year. Your Coach's Award winner, Deacon Potter Hoek, and your Rocket League MVP, Ian Cyber Duran Rojas. Come on up, guys. Coming off the top three finish in the Fall 25 Canadian Esports Nationals that carried some serious momentum into this winter term. First place regular season finish in NACE East 3, a top three finish in NECC East A, and landing a top 16 overall placement with NACE Varsity Premier. Honestly, and seeing our Scholastic Team of the Year somehow balancing private CRL commitments, a major collegiate calendar, crushing it in the classroom. Phenomenal work, guys. Thank you so much. All right, we'll move on to our next segment here. Now I'd like to welcome your back-to-back 22-23, 23-24 Rocket League MVP, and your 22-23 Rookie of the Year, Chunk the Monk, Owen Chunk Kovac. Come on up, Owen.
Hello everyone, well, as Zach introduced me, I'm Owen Kovac, and my in-game name is Chunk, and I'm on the Rocket League Varsity team. And I've been a part of the Condors since the fall of 2022, where I first met Zach and the Rocket League team at that time. And looking back at the time, I've been a part of the eSports community here. I can say that it's been amazing to see this community grow as it has. And it's been amazing to see the support me and others have been given for being on the varsity team and even the academy team. And it's even been a privilege to be part of that growth. Sadly though, I will only be around for one more term throughout the summer, which also means that I won't be here for when the eSports arena is finally open, which is crazy to even think about that we'll have one here in Waterloo. But, and props to Zach and the team for getting that in the works. That's crazy to even think about. But aside from that, throughout my time, there were many memories and experiences that I'll never forget. And there's a lot because, you know, I have 80 on my team, but I'll share a few. During my second year, I still remember one of the first NECC matches we had where me, 80, and Rochelle, who graduated last year, Rochelle, and we came back from a 1-6 deficit, winning 7-6 in overtime. Then later in the day, 80 made an edit about it because he thought it was so tough. I also remember the time where we took a game off one of the best collegiate Rocket League teams in the world at the No Man's Land in Windsor. And that team was Northwood. And then afterwards, of course they beat us 3-1, but we were one of the only teams who took a game off of them. One of the players said, "Bro, Chunk had me on lock." And I'll never forget these moments, and I'll never forget the experiences of LAN events and playing competitively with a college team in person. I do want to thank the teammates that I've had throughout my years, as they have changed over the years. And all this would not be possible without you guys. I also want to thank our coach Hurd, who always bakes the best cookies for our league matches. And I also want to thank everyone who has made this possible and who has given us, all of us, this opportunity to play the games that we love and that we're good at, with people supporting us behind the scenes. And to those who are coming up players and to those who are continuing, I just want to say you are in great hands. It's an amazing community here, and there's always people supporting you. And just something for me that has helped throughout the years as playing on the varsity team is to remember, at the end of the day, it's all just a game and we're here to give it our best and have fun. Just don't meow like 80 does in the middle of the night. Yeah! Thank you. Yeah.
Start reading Chunk's speech by accident. Give me a second here.
Do you remember pistol from the 6 games? Yeah, you made it.
Nice job, Owen. Pro move to double space, big font, easy to read. Pro tips. Nice job, man. Okay. Water sip. Not enough water today. Next up, our varsity Valorant team. With a round of applause, can we welcome Coach Bowles to the front to help present our Valorant Awards.
The Willard? How far are they? That'd be fun, guys. Oh, no, I did. That is bad. Doesn't even get the A.
Join me in congratulating our winners from Varsity Valorant, your coaches, award winner Victor, Canadian Globe Gold, and your Valorant MVP, Adam, Tiny. Advocates, come on up, gentlemen. Congrats. A huge round of applause for Victor, Adam, and our Varsity Valorant team delivered one of their strongest and most consistent performances to date. This team's genuinely been through it all this year. With the onboarding of a new leader in Coach Bowles and the arrival of Tiny from the UK, we knew this year was destined to be different from previous rounds of Condors Valorant. Seasoned veterans, some fresh talent, some rising and unexpected stars, if you will. Produced a standout Fall 25, top 16 at NACE in the fall, an impressive top 3 placement at Canadian eSports Nationals. Serious momentum brought into the winter term. Top 3 at Waterland, our very own Waterland. Top 16 locked in this week through NACE playoffs. Top 8 CVAL East. Honestly, a really, really tough run this term. Took our first series off the St. Clair Saints. As long as I've been here, that's one of those always in the background goals. Tackling one of those mountains out there. And this year was one of those years. That's certainly a standout Zack Dodge memory and takeaway from the year. Last night was epic. Heartbreak, an absolute heartbreak. There's so many of you guys reaching out either overnight or this morning, and you played and looked like a grand finals land ready team. You guys showed up. It was a coin toss. It could have gone either way. I'm sure this so much support in the chat last night. Congrats on the run, and congrats on the awards tonight, gentlemen. Thank you so much. Snag your photos in the hall, and we'll keep her moving. But thank you, gentlemen. Trying to give a quick pause so our teammates are back in the room here. But a quick shout out to our media team who stitched together the highlight reels before each of our varsity titles tonight. Antonio, Justin, Hayden kind of tackled the suite of them together over the last few weeks, and I think they've done a nice job to have something fresh for you guys tonight. But to continue our Voices of Varsity, we would now like to welcome your 23-24 Valorant MVP and eSport Athlete of the Year, same year. Ekam, Nan, Lally, come on up, man. Still look like that.
Yo, what up? I'm depressed. We lost last night. I'm sorry we couldn't win, guys. Anyways, I remember when I first applied for the Valorant team, I almost didn't. I was just doing that as a joke with some of my buddies because that's like the only game I used to play. And thinking about it now, like if I didn't hit the apply button, I wouldn't be here, And it's honestly awesome that I clicked that button. I'm very glad and very happy with my years here. It's been really fun. So reading off the page now, very happy that I made that decision. I got to meet so many new people and build so many new relationships that I'm very thankful about. I'm thankful to everyone that I met throughout my years here. I never in a million years I thought that I would receive an award for playing video games. Kind of awesome. Yeah, I got a ring. You guys believe that? I got a ring, man. It just sits in my bookshelf. I don't even look at it anymore. Anyways, continuing. I want to talk about some of my favorite moments during this semester and throughout my years. So to start, you guys noticed Zach mentioning Chick-fil-A at every single onboarding. Yeah, I started that trend, I think. I had like 5 Chick-fil-A bags, taking everyone's order, picking up Kevin, getting Chick-fil-A all the time. Shout out Kevin. Something from this semester is I love hearing Victor and Adam crashing out at each other. 4 crashing out in game. I don't know how that makes sense, but it was really funny to watch. And honestly, another one is Isaac pretty much throwing a stim beacon at us when we're in match. He's just stimming us the whole time. It was awesome. Let me flip the page real quick so I don't... Oh, beating St. Clair, I forgot. That was fire. That was awesome. Yeah. Shout out to all past and present teammates for being patient with me while I no comment ran it down. Shout out Justin J-Man, OG, big OG, athlete of distinction, and Timmy Tip for being amazing leaders through my eSport career. Shout out Jordan, Coach Bowles, for not giving up on me when I was in a mental slump. It was amazing to see how much you cared and the effort you put in to making sure we're the best we can be. Shout out Yuri for making the eSports Hub an environment where I can just be myself. Shout out Zach for letting me bother him with conversations about hobbies that we shared and stupid questions about what the best food places were. It was really good, honestly. I got chicken and waffles. And shout out Zach for always supporting me and being there when I need help. It's honestly unreal how fast this journey's come to an end. I'm so grateful for the experience that I got in the esports environment that helped me grow not only as a player but as a person. I'm so thankful for the opportunity and thank you all again. Peace out. Athlete of the Year 2024.
It's a muscle. It's one of those things like you're gonna have to public speak at some point in your respective careers. Maybe you did like spelling bees growing up, or you'll be presenting or doing something coming up. It's coming, whether you like it or not. And I'd rather you get some experience now with it, you know, in a trustworthy environment with your peers than fumbling in front of the big pitch. But it's tricky. You're in good company tonight. It's good to get over the nerves. Thanks, guys. Okay, next up, our League of Legends team. With a round of applause, can we welcome Coach Watch to help us with our Join me in congratulating our winners tonight. Your Coaches Award winner, Christian Lazaro Tan. Come on up. Your League of Legends MVP, Mohammed. Major roster and role transitions through 25-26. A new coach coming in as well. Some tremendous growth over the course of the season. You know, certainly always challenges in that restructuring phase. Still, top 12 finish in the Canadian eSport Nationals, top 10 result at Waterloo, top 16 final placement in Ace Varsity Premier, running into the wall of Maryville this week. Tough week, guys, my goodness. Thanks for showing up, thanks for being the guys that you are. Congrats to our award winners. Snag a quick photo in the hallway, gentlemen. Thank you so much. We'd now like to welcome your 22-23, 23-24 League of Legends MVP, your 24-25 Coaches Award winner, your 25-26 Academy Team Lead of the Year, the most senior Condor in our family, Mr. Matthew Lopaczynski.
Thank you. Hello. I don't know how I'm going to follow Akam's speech, but I'll try my best. Thanks for the introduction, and I appreciate being given a little bit of a platform to speak. And as Zach kind of pointed out, I've been here quite a while, most senior member. I've been a part of the esports program for, this will be the 5th year now. I think Owen mentioned he was here in 2022. I joined just the year prior, 2021. And I was I played on the varsity team for 4 of those years. Coached the Counter-Strike Academy team, little side quest there. So I made my rounds. And when I joined in 2021, there was no live stream. There was no esports hub upstairs. There was no directors like Zach when I got here in 2021 that were leading the way, advocating for gamers and this community. It was just me and a few other ragtag gamers playing exclusively online during the pandemic, and it's pretty weird to see where it's all at now, with where the hub is at, and mentioning the arena earlier, and we have an award show and we're winning awards. It's crazy. And so yeah, things were a lot different. Just before the speech, I was reflecting on what it all meant and what I thought the community means to me. And I recall Zach mentioning that he used to use games as a stabilizer of sorts in his younger life. Having a chapter where maybe he wasn't sure exactly what to do, which way to go, missing some direction. And I definitely related to that when I heard that story, as I'm sure a lot of others here can relate to the idea of not knowing, not having a place in the world exactly. So I was that same 20-year-old kid, didn't know what I wanted to do with education, nor had the necessary skills to start moving in any particular direction, struggled with mental health after graduating high school, went through a couple different programs, nothing was really speaking to me. So I either withdrew from them or just failed out of them. I'm not sure if there would be a better room to understand kind of what I'm talking about, the themes I'm mentioning here, than a room full of gamers. So yeah, it was a hard time. But I started finding ways to build some direction. And Conestoga eSports definitely played a huge role in that. Seeing Andrew Bates, I'm not sure if you remember, in 2021, the first time I got my Condors eSports jersey was Andrew Bates in a parking lot, giving them out of the back of his trunk, just people rolling in. Probably looked like some kind of drug deal. So seeing where it's at now, I mean, like, these are some of the stories and what this program's meant to me. It's meant a lot. And so, yeah, I think when people think about games or esports, they still see a stigma. But I'm sure anyone in this room understands it's a lot more than that. A lot of the most memorable moments have been the ones that provide community and human connection at the end of the day. What stays with me is casting the high school Rocket League tournament with Owen and Coach Hurd. Or maybe some tough losses at LAN where Sydney would talk me through some of the emotions, or connecting with my teammates, Christian obviously over the years, trying to make sure he can learn any other champion besides Quinn. And yeah, it's just been a place to connect with people. And I think that's something increasingly rare and special. So not taking a place of community for granted is largely the message I wanted to share. So yeah, when I think back on my time here, that's the experience it was. Speaking of, coaches a little bit. So Varsity didn't always have coaches. We used to have team leads. But then in 2022, we introduced coaches, and Zach introduced me to a guy from St. Clair, long-haired freak, Yuri Custodio, who largely became, one of my best friends here over the years. I was the heart and soul of Condors eSports in many ways, as I'm sure many would agree. I'm thankful for a lot of the memories I've made with him. And that would largely be my message to, you'll win some games, you'll lose some games, but I think the people you do it with, the connections you make, those are going to last a lot longer than the game titles themselves. Thank you very much.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, guys, for hopping on the mic tonight. Best part of the program, hands down. So nice to hear from you all. Finally, and last but not least, for our varsity team award coverage, our Call of Duty team. Round of applause. Can we bring up Coach Eric Potts? Right. Join me in congratulating our Call of Duty winners tonight. Your Coaches Award winner, Michael Neb Wigglar, and your Call of Duty MVP, Andrew Mitsmoto-Mura. Now, our varsity con team, an outstanding competitive year that isn't quite done. You know, we have an exciting few weeks ahead that we're planning for. Fall 25, though, you know, securing a top 4 finish in NACE, punching up from top 8 last year. Fought their way to a top 2 grand finals finish in Canadian eSports Nationals. Top 4 placement Toronto XP. Serious momentum brought into the winter term. Top 3. Top 3. Stat sheet. Hit the stat sheet. T in the stat sheet. Qualified for CCL playoffs this term. And then, you know, the pièce de resistance, the repeat LAN qualification with NACE Grand Finals coming up in Orlando in a few weeks. Round of applause back to Orlando for these guys this year. Really continuing to raise the bar for excellence here within our program. And best of luck through finals. And let's have a good few weeks ahead, guys. Congrats once again. We'll take it to the hallway for a quick photo, gentlemen. We'll give it just a quick pause, let the photo come and go. So realizing now in the program, it's probably nice to have your teammates sitting with you when your captain or lead is speaking. Edit for next year, working on it. Props to the quick Photoshop work the Universal Studios Globe. Nice work. Okay, well, we'll get Mr. Neb up to the stage here. Where are my notes? Where are my notes? Lost my notes. Come on up, Neb. Neb's going to be speaking for our Voices of Varsity segment. Come on up, Mr. Michael Neb Wigglar. Your 25 Condors eSports Rookie of the Year. Your 25-26 Coaches Award winner, wherever you are, Neb. There he is. Come on up, sir.
Hello everyone, my name is Mike Neb. I'm the captain of the Call of Duty Varsity eSports team. Public speaking isn't really my strong suit either, but I'm going to give it my best go. So it's an honor to stand here today as captain of the Varsity Call of Duty team. I've been on the Condors card team since fall 2024. When Coach Potsy reached out to me 2 years ago about coming to Conestoga College, I was a bit hesitant. I've been to school before, and in a nutshell, didn't really work out the way it was supposed to. I ended up getting a degree that isn't really being used. Fast forward a few years later, life changed for me, and I saw an opportunity to get a degree in business that is actively going to further my career choice and get to play a game I've been loving and competing in for over 8 years. I've been competing in competitive Call of Duty and Challengers tournaments since Black Ops 4 for anyone who's played Call of Duty. I've been fortunate enough to travel to a lot of different places while competing at a high level. I've always held myself and my team to a high standard, and I made sure to apply that to the varsity team every chance I could. I have nothing but good things to say about this program and my time here at the college. There's so many different people who work so hard to make the esports program what it is today. I'm grateful to have this opportunity, thanks to everyone involved, including Zach, to play a game I love while getting a solid education. This program has grown a lot in the time I've been here, but it also looks a bit different than it did when I started. Esports to some people is not just a video game, and everyone in this room knows it's a lot more than that. You have to have discipline, teamwork, communication under pressure. You have to learn how to deal with wins and losses, and you push yourself to be the best you can. I've made many great memories alongside my teammates that have honestly been some of the best times in my life. From being the first varsity team to be able to attend an international LAN for Conestoga, all the laughs and hours of Discord calls, all the Chucks meetings, all the other LAN events we've had the privilege of attending, and everything in between. Some of my favorite memories aren't just the big wins, even though we've had some really good ones. It's the small moments that stick with me, the team laughs before matches, the inside jokes that no one gets, all the time spent together outside the game. There is one time I can remember from last year. If you were familiar with Black Ops 6, we were playing Protocol Control, and we got stuck in this really, really bad spawn trap. Like, we couldn't get out of our spawn. So basically what happened, all of us got wiped, and all I can hear in my mic is just Frizzy laughing his ass off. He just thought it was the funniest thing that we just were getting pooped on, essentially. But there's moments where everything comes together and you realize you're part of something bigger than yourself. I believe all of these experiences have brought our team together and have the strong bond we do today. I consider each and every one of the people I played with a close friend, even though it hasn't changed a few different times. Yes, even J. Ray. And I hope to keep those relationships long after I graduate. I'm proud of what we've been able to accomplish over the last 2 years. Like I said, it's been some of the best times of my life. But none of it would have happened without my teammates and my coach. I've had the privilege of playing with a group of incredibly talented, dedicated, and hardworking individuals, and savvy. And being able to watch this team grow, improve, and support one another compared to when I arrived makes me a proud dad. To my teammates, thank you. Thank you for trusting me, putting up with my attitude, pushing me, and making my time here unforgettable. To the rest of the staff, and Zach in particular, thank you for believing in us and making such an awesome space where esports can thrive. I'd also be silly not to take a moment to recognize someone who's had a huge impact on our team and our success, Coach Potsy. A great coach does more than just guide and strategy or review gameplay. A great coach believes in you, even when you might not believe in yourself. You pushed us every day to be the best versions of ourselves while keeping us in check, including me. Your dedication and constant support has not only helped us shape as players, but better individuals. Eric, thank you for believing in me and helping create an environment where we can push one another, trust one another, and still or enjoy ourselves doing it. On behalf of the entire team, thank you. We wouldn't be where we are without you. As I look ahead, I'm confident that I'm leaving with a strong foundation in place. Mince, the golden child, you got the keys to the kingdom, brother. You guys have so much potential, and I'm excited to see what's in store for the future of Condors COD and Condors eSports as a whole. It truly is in great hands. Thank you very much.
Hey, microphone. Fantastic. Voices of Varsity. That's a keeper. That's a thumbs up. How are we feeling? Like, awesome segment. Thank you to all who participated in that. Shifting into our major awards, final kind of segments of the evening, if you will. So to kick off our major awards, we're continuing a tradition that we started last year to recognize some outstanding student staff members. The Condors Impact Award is awarded to an outstanding student staff member who's made a lasting impact in the program through express leadership, skill, and dedication. And for this year, your 25-26 Condors Impact Award winners are Liam Kelly, broadcast lead, Miss Maddie DeRocher, social media lead, among so many other things. Maddie and Liam, if you're able to kind of jump up to the front for a moment, let the slides pause for a minute. Liam and Maddie are also both, I'll have to support with awards in the hallway afterwards, but thank you, Kristen. We'll stank photography when we wrap up here, but Liam and Maddie are also upcoming and inaugural grads from our eSports and Event Media Production Diploma Program, Level 4 winding down. It's been an absolute pleasure watching them evolve over the last 2 years and seeing them refine their craft, whether that's been in broadcast, photography, graphic design, social media, and on, and like just the countless random things that you guys will cook up. It blows my mind. Watching you two develop and activate your abilities have perhaps been one of the strongest examples of that esports ecosystem that we speak about internally that we've been striving to create now over the last 2 years. The dedication these two have had to maintain and elevate our online identity is truly something tough for me to capture. Our online presence facing the world of collegiate esports looks, sounds, and is as lively as it is because of these two. A phenomenal team supporting, our collective efforts, but it takes some leaders that step up and kind of push that extra mile, show up early, stay late, show up on days when they're not assigned, and just cooking on something, and it makes a difference. Thank you, Liam. Thank you, Maddie. Gonna miss you guys terribly, and have confidence where and while you're landing in this next phase, you'll make an impact there too. Thank you guys so much. Maddie, Liam, maybe we'll do photos after so we can keep slides moving. Okay. You got it? And the whole show falls apart. Oh, no, thank you. And we're moving right along. Next up, our head coach of the year. I'd like to ask our director of sport and recreation, Andrew Bates, to support at the front with the next presentation. We have a kind of a small series of awards to close out our program tonight. Our head coach of the year is awarded to the head coach who demonstrates the highest level of leadership, athlete motivation, perseverance, and represents Condors eSports above and beyond. This year, our award winner for head coach of the year is Jordan. Incredibly proud to honor Coach Bowles tonight as our head coach of the year, recognizing really a season of exceptional leadership, mentorship, competitive growth within our Valorant program. Under Jordan's guidance, the team delivered, like I said earlier, our strongest and most consistent performance to date. Top 8 at ECC, top 16 in NACE, top 3 running Canadian Nationals, top 3 finish in Waterland, and on and on. Coach Bowles, though, really in getting to know you, makes an impact far beyond what he's doing in our collegiate space with the Condors. A driving force with many Tier 2 and game changer teams in other spaces, actively supporting and scouting talent, developing in the outside sectors, and really what that's contributed to within the Condors program is bringing in that outside perspective, finding some killer string partners, and raising the ability for us to practice and prepare for higher levels of competition. And it's really shown this year. A thoughtful and incredible professional communicator. Bowles brings clarity, empathy, and intention to his interactions. Hosts a killer mid-series huddle. I saw that on stream last night. Really, that dedication matters so much. They've always been looking out for the well-being of our student athletes, and it's been a top priority. I can't thank you enough for your efforts this year, Coach Jordan. Congrats. Series after, because there's a few back-to-back. You can stay put here if you want with us, Andrew. That would be helpful. Thank you, sir. We'll move on to our next major award, our Rookie of the Year. This honor goes to our best first-year esports athlete in their chosen game title. And our nominees are Victor Canadian Globe Doe, hashtag Globe for Valorant. Adam Tiny Abacus, also with Valorant. Andrew Mintz Motomira with Call of Duty. And your winner this year, Andrew Mintz Motomira with Call of Duty. Very proud to recognize Mintz this evening, our Rookie of the Year. First season with our varsity Call of Duty roster has been nothing short of remarkable so far, as we would say. Top 4 Fall 25 within NACE, top 2 Grand Finals appearance in Canadian Nationals, top 4 Toronto, top 3 TXP, we caught that. And of course, our CCL playoff run and off to Orlando. Getting to know Mintz, though, those contributions and successes being found outside in the Tier 2 scene as well. 2 top 16 finishes within Challengers Cups. Just got back from Birmingham with DreamHack and qualifying for Challengers Elite as well. Honestly, just a raw talent that we're so happy to have within the family right now, developing with our Condors. Excited to see what you'll do in Orlando in a couple weeks. Congrats to Mintz, and on to next year, my man. Woo! We'll probably get Coach, Rookie, and Athlete of the Year when we wrap up the program. You're welcome to sit with your teammates if you want for a minute. You can hang tight here, Andrew. I'll take a quick sip. A few closing remarks, if you will, before we wrap up with Varsity Athlete of the Year. Celebrating our graduates as well. As a few of our voices of varsity, if you will, have touched on this, our esports cohort has grown a little bit over the years. We have 2- and 4-year athletes that are winding down and finishing their academic terms, and it's some tough goodbyes fast approaching. But very much an opportunity to wish all of our graduating athletes as they approach their final exam season, or perhaps their last competitive term. Some of you wrapping up studies in the spring term, what have you. Graduation is simultaneously exciting and scary. Your Conestoga and esports communities, for many of you, have been a fixture in your lives, and hopefully being a positive accent in the time that you spent with us. Always remember, and I appreciate that some of this was touched on, but this time mattered. That time playing games with your friends, that mattered. The wins, the losses, the laughs, all of it mattered. It really truly did. Growing up you know, you need to find analogies sometimes in speaking to parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles, people that they maybe don't get that thing that you're into. Finding analogies. And one that I found that worked for me growing up is I would describe to family members when hopping online to play games with friends or family was like gathering around the modern day campfire at night. A place to gather, talk about the day, chop up the problems. I've been on Xbox Live when friends have lost jobs, lost loved ones, what have you. The highs and lows we've gathered around. For me, Xbox Live, where's my Xbox pin? That's my campfire. Looking at our grads tonight, you know, it's really dawned on me that you've helped convert this campfire analogy to a village. You know, you start with a simple campfire and kind of where that emerges over the years. You've really turned this into a village over the last few years. You've paved the way for the next generation of Condors to find belonging, purpose, community, in something that we all love. Games. Video games. All of this mattered. Thank you so much and congrats to our grads. Okay, we have one award remaining to close out our 25-26 awards program. Our Varsity Athlete of the Year. Awarded to a varsity athlete who demonstrated a high level of performance in and out of the game while exemplifying what it means to be a Conestoga varsity athlete in all aspects of the program. Should note as well, our Varsity Athlete of the Year taking home a blacklight chair tonight, have one boxed up. You can roll one out on wheels or have one boxed for our winner, your preference. But your nominees are Ian Cyber Duran Rojas with Rocket League, Zachary Zazzy Phillips, MLB The Show, Andrew Mintz Motomura, Call of Duty. And your winner for Varsity Athlete of the Year is Mr. Zachary Zazzy Phillips. He also has a phenomenal first name. Zazzy's been honestly nothing short of dominant in the collegiate eSports space. Competing through the ECAC, he's led the Condors to 2 straight undefeated championship seasons, and on his way to a 3rd, let's be real. Showcasing not only, you know, elite skill in game, but honestly, the ability to have that consecutive type of performance, your ability to, you know, perform under pressure is truly impressive, and really something to model within a collegiate eSports program. But really, your success has been far, you know, beyond what you're doing on the collegiate stage. You know, getting to know you in kind of the private tier 2 and content space. You know, fall circuit championships, Raise Gaming championships, a very healthy online following and an influencer in your space that people are tuning in and paying attention to. You know, it's really been wonderful for me to find and see this emerging and phenomenal talent on campus, provide that community and an opportunity to showcase what you do during your time in school. And I thank you for sharing your time and skills with us and becoming a Condor these last few terms. Approaching graduation and a playoff run to go. Good luck over these next couple weeks. You got to play on Good Friday tomorrow. What a guy. But congrats, Zach, eSports Athlete of the Year. A round of applause for Zach. That does conclude our formal program. The couple photos that we might have missed in that final rotation, if we could perhaps quickly call Coach Rookie of the Year to the hallway so we can wrap up some formal photography. Thank you so much. I think we still got some cookies and delicious little goodies out, perhaps some coffee on the side as well. Snap a photo, mix and mingle a bit. Thank you all for a great year. It truly means a lot. Good luck through exams. And DMs are open if you need anything at all. But thank you, Condors. Get home safe.